Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. It is so warm out here, y'all. It's really humid and the wind is blowing. It's like hot air. I really feel like I'm in like Miami or something. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the house of Nishane today. These are all the fragrances that I do have in my collection. I got 2 new X fragrances because I smelled them over at the Beverly Hills Perfumery, and y'all, they were a love at first sniff. So I kind of wanted to wear them a little bit more and just get to know them more. So if you're interested in the house of Nishane, I have about 8 fragrances we're going to talk about today. And I'm interested in a little more, but I'm gonna have to find an amazing deal. So please continue to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells. Follow me over on Instagram as well, y'all. All right, so the very first one, because I know you guys are excited to hear my opinion on the new X fragrances, we're gonna talk about 100 Silent Ways and then 100 Silent Ways X. So 100 Silent Ways I absolutely love. If you don't love the note of tuberose, then I really think you should still try this fragrance. Also, if you are just diving into like the niche perfume fragrances, I think this would be an amazing option to choose because it's not offensive, it's not too heavy, it's airy, it's fresh. You get a beautiful note of vanilla in here, peach. A lot of people put this in their summery or light airy vanilla categories. I think it's a little more fruity, fresh, a little more floral. I do get a vanilla from it, but you know, it's a little more citrusy and fruity to me. So anyway, this fragrance is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful, it almost smells a little, the vanilla is giving a little syrupy smell as well, you know, so maybe that's the reason why they put it in their vanilla category. But the peaches in here, it's absolutely amazing. Like I said, you have tuberose, gardenia, you get some woody notes in here. Also in 100 Silent Ways, you get some mandarin, sandalwood, jasmine, vetiver, orris. Now, I don't get too much vetiver in this fragrance. It's probably there just to kind of make it a little airy, slightly earthy, just to brighten it up a bit. But it's absolutely beautiful and I love it. Now, smelling it from the nozzle, it smells heavier than when I actually spray it on myself. Great performance, all of that. So y'all, let's get into 100 Silent Ways X. Yes, the 2 bottles are different. So this was the first one that I actually purchased, was 100 Silent Ways X, and then I was able to smell the rest of the line. So, and I'll let you know which one I prefer once I'm done with this. So 100 Silent Ways X, you get all of those notes on top of, you get the peach, the tuberose, you get the gardenia on top of leather, you still get orris in here, and you also get some heliotrope in here. So in addition, you have patchouli, heliotrope, and leather, plus you get the tuberose, mandarin, peach, orris, and jasmine. You get all of those, they're the same, but like I said, heliotrope, leather, and patchouli in this one. So to me, this fragrance is bright, it's fresh, it's airy, it's elegant. This fragrance right here, you also get the elegance, you get those fruity notes as well, you get some floral notes as well, but it's not as juicy as the original 100 Silent Ways. This one's a little more juicy, fresh, zesty, while this one, you still get those beautiful notes, but it's covered by that orris. The heliotrope makes it a little powdery. The leather in here is not offensive and I absolutely love it. It smells like a creamy, it's powdery initially, but then powdery sweet, but then it smells like a creamy floral vanilla in the dry down. This also gives me similar vibes of another fragrance that I just sampled like slightly, which was BDK's Vanilla Leather, because you know vanilla leather has that buttery tuberose inside as well, and this is giving me that buttery vanilla tuberose, you know, on top of some other fruity notes, and then you get a little bit more of a creamy vanillic scent from this. So which one do I prefer? Now, for the person that's starting out in their niche journey, I think you should still try the original 100 Silent Ways. Now, if you've been working with 100 Silent Ways, or if you are on a little more of the edgy notes, or you know, want something a little not too dark, but it is slightly dark. Something you want something a little more refined and creamy, you know, for a night out. You can do this one for the day. You can do this one for the night, or you can actually layer these two together, you all. I do love them both, but I've been working with this one for a long time. Now I do love the sexier, the more matured version of Nishane 100 Silent Ways, even though I am still loving this one. I prefer this one because I've been on this journey for a long time and I wanted something a little bit different. But I love the dry down of this one. Buttery, creamy, sexy, demure, you know, just, it's absolutely beautiful and I love it, you all. I wore this at least 3 to 4 times before I did this review. But yeah, it's buttery, it's leathery. You get more of like a creamy leather, like I said. Buttery, tuberose, gardenia, leathery. Now these fragrances, when I say tuberose and gardenia, they're not that screeching, heady, white floral type fragrance. They're absolutely beautiful. So anyway, I do prefer the X version of 100 Silent Ways. Now, let's talk about Ani. Ani is my girl, okay? I absolutely love Ani. It's fresh. There's cardamom, there's ginger. You get the vetiver inside. You get some green notes inside. It's beautiful, a beautiful vanilla as well. It's very woody and slightly green. Well, very green. So in Ani, you have your green notes, you have your black currant, which you get like a juicy black currant, but it's not, I think it just makes the fragrance juicy, not really heavy black currant. You also get your Turkish rose, cardamom, ginger, and some bergamot. Now, what I really get in this fragrance, like I said, is some citruses. You get your bergamot, you get some green notes, and it's super woody, but it's very elegant as well. I do love Ani. It's a beautiful vanilla. I will always keep this in my fragrance collection. Now, let me show you Ani X. Now, this is what the box looked like. I didn't bring 100 Silent Ways box. So, Ani X comes in the same type of packaging, you all. They have discovery kits on, I think, Lucky Scent. I actually purchased my 100 Silent Ways X on Fragrance Buy. So y'all put your name on the list at Fragrance Buy. So this one I purchased at So Avant-Garde when Sebastian had that 30% off. So I was able to still get a pretty good deal, you know. It was about the same as Fragrance Buy when I saw it, because on Fragrance Buy I think it was like $260, and then So Avant-Garde it was like $290. So anyway, this is 100 Silent Ways X, y'all. Y'all, the bottles are gorgeous. I love that big X there too. This is so good. So in this fragrance, and I'll let you all know which one I prefer. So like I said, this one is gingery. It's there's a lot of oil in this fragrance apparently. So this one's a little, it's gingery, it's woody, it's green. You get the vanilla, a lot of cardamom, but I get a lot of woodiness from this fragrance. This one right here in Ani X, you get your bergamot oil, you got your lemon oil, you get your honeydew melon. Yeah. Okay, go figure. Honeydew melon. You get your cardamom oil, ginger oil, pink pepper, vanilla, ambergris, musk, and I think some sandalwood is in here as well, you guys. So this fragrance opens up with a beautiful burst. It's still the same Ani DNA, through and through, Ani DNA all day long. But it's not as woody, it's not as heavy, it's fresh, it's airy. You get that burst of lemon oil in here. I absolutely love this fragrance, y'all. So if Ani was a little too heavy for you, if the original Ani was a little too heavy, a little too woody for you, a little too like coarse or harsh, you know, for men love this. Some people think this smells a little masculine leaning. It's unisex to me. It's on the edge, but it's definitely unisex because of those green notes and that warm spicy cardamom and the woody notes. But if you thought this was too heavy for you, then I suggest that you try this one. It's not too heavy, it's not too woody, it's very fresh. That honeydew adds a little bit of, instead of the black currant, there's honeydew. So that honeydew adds a little bit of freshness, a little bit of fruitiness to it. You get that beautiful oil of lemon in here. The lemon makes it fresh. The cardamom is not too heavy in here, but you still get a beautiful, warm, spicy cardamom. In the end, I do love them both, but I love Ani X so much more. This one is slightly more feminine leaning than this unisex one here, but I love this one, y'all. This is good. Would I repurchase this again? I don't know. I would probably repurchase Ani X before I repurchase the original Ani, y'all. They are gorgeous, but this one, y'all, ladies, I'm talking to the ladies or people that thought this was too heavy or like sweeter, fresh, more ethereal, feminine fragrances. You may love Ani X. Okay, get your nose on it. So the next one is my scent of the day. Let's just talk about this one. I took a picture over on Instagram. So this is, some people call this ZENNE, some people call it ZENNE. Anyway, this fragrance belongs to a certain collection of the House of Nishane. And in this fragrance, you have your grapefruit, black currant, you have some jammy rose, or Turkish rose. I smell jammy rose. You have Turkish rose. You have rhubarb, ambergris, vanilla, and cassis. It's not too heavy on the cassis. There's a slight greenness, but you definitely get a lot of vanilla, jammy rose, sweet rhubarb, juicy black currant. I love this fragrance. And Nishane, why didn't you guys come out with an X of this? I would have absolutely loved an X version of this. Now this is already rich, jammy, resinous, kind of thick, but airy at the same time from the fruitiness. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I remember Kia talked about this like 3 to 4 years ago, Yummy 411. This was like her end-all be-all fragrance, and I said, you know what, Kia keeps talking about this fragrance, let me go on ahead and buy it. So I purchased it. I purchased a sample of this fragrance, a 10 ml sample, and I think I still have it. I sprayed the 10 ml sample. I was like, maybe not, you know, and then I sprayed it like a year later, and I was like, you know what, this is really good, and I wore it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a bottle because I love the black currant. It's sweet, it's feminine, it's fruity, it's jammy, and I absolutely love it. The rose is not too heavy. It's not like a heavy rose. It's more of a fruity fragrance because, you, like I said, you get that rhubarb that's not screechy. It's just like a jam, a rhubarb jam and a black currant jam with a beautiful rose in here, and a vanilla, y'all. It's beautiful. Get your nose on this fragrance. Next one is one that I absolutely love, and I wore this fragrance like a couple years ago in light doses because it is unisex, slightly masculine leaning because of the woodiness. This is Hacivat. I tried Hacivat X. I'm gonna stick with the regular Hacivat, okay? So I've been keeping this fragrance because I love smelling it. The pineapple, the oak moss, the woodiness of this fragrance, the bergamot. I love smelling this fragrance on a man, and I wear this fragrance from time to time. I used to. I haven't worn it in about a year, but I mix this with my pineapple perfumes, and I absolutely love it just to give it more of a feminine edge. But I love Hacivat. To me, this is like a masterpiece fragrance. I love this better than Creed, Aventus, any Aventus for her, like all of it. Hacivat is beautiful. So in Hacivat, you have your bergamot, grapefruit, pineapple, you have some jasmine, cedar, and some woody notes. Now, yes, like I said, this is definitely unisex, slightly masculine leaning, but it's a beautiful pineapple fragrance that I absolutely love. Hacivat, get your nose on it. I'm gonna stick with this instead of the Hacivat X because I think the Hacivat X was a little more woody. It was still slightly more masculine leaning to me than this Hacivat here. I also got rid of my Vain and Naive. That one I decluttered about a year ago. That was just, there's some fruity notes in there as well. I think there's black currant, there's plum, there's some rose, but it was just giving me creamy, slightly fruity vibes, but I really got a warm, creamy sandalwood, almost the ambretti smelling scent. It was nice, but it wasn't a love for me, so I ended up decluttering Vain and Naive. Also, I've smelled Wulong Chai. Wulong Chai X was good. It's really good, but I know it's a beautiful tea fragrance. I do love it more than the original Wulong Chai. So Wulong Chai X, I love love it, but am I going to wear it? Probably not. I love the tea note, the airiness, and the citruses. It's a little more, it's blended to me a little better, and it's a little more brighter and fresh. You get a really prominent tea note in WULONG Chai X. So I do love that one more than I do love the original WULONG Chai. The other one, Fan Your Flames. I do like Fan Your Flames. I do really like the Fan Your Flames X. It is not a fragrance for me, but I do like the tobacco, the honey. I have too many fragrances that are very similar to that Fan Your Flames fragrance scent. So yeah, it's not for me. I think I like smelling Fan Your Flames original and the X more on a man. It's unisex definitely to me, masculine leaning, and it's woody, and like I said, it's honeyed, woody, but I really like it, but I don't love it. All right, the next one we have is Ege. I bought this one over in where did I go? Yeah, I went to Greece, and why can't I remember the island? Okay, anyway, I bought this over in Greece, okay? Mykonos, okay? It was the very first niche perfume store that opened up in Mykonos, and I'm super excited to have this. So this is definitely named after the Aegean Sea, and in here, I love this fragrance. It is unisex, you know? Slightly masculine leaning. So you do have that licorice, anise. It smells very oceanic. It's aromatic. You get some mint. You get some violet leaf in here. You get a beautiful note of yuzu in here as well. It's citrusy, but I do love this fragrance a lot. I love it more for nostalgic reasons. I love it for the scent. I love it for the airiness, the marineness. Like I said, there's basil in here, there's violet, there's yuzu. It's a beautiful yuzu. If you like slightly unisex masculine leaning scents, if you're looking for a yuzu fragrance, that violet in here makes it a little sweet, slightly powdery. It says violet leaf, but I smell like a violet or a sweet iris in this fragrance. But anyway, it's beautiful, y'all. Like I said, if you love feminine fragrances, you're not gonna love this. This is unisex, slightly leaning to the masculine edge, but I love it for nostalgic reasons. And yeah, that is it. Okay, that is my NSHANE collection that I absolutely love. Get your nose on these fragrances. Let me know which ones you're interested in. Like I said, I will not be purchasing Fan Your Flames X or Hacivat X or WULONG Chai X, even though they're all very nice fragrances. All right, go on to the world, spread amazing, sillage, do good, be good, all of that, and let me know if you're interested or you have some of these fragrances down in the comment, you guys. All right, bye bye. Love you all. Bye bye.